Good morning, Chicky. Oh man, what's up with my chat, man? How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys? IDK, salute, salute. I'm rolling up. I'm twisting up right now, brother. How you been, brother? Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Damn, that sucks. Wasn't a good Sunday for you? Damn, it was good for me. And I told y'all about them goddamn Buffalo Bills. I told you my Eagles and them Buffalo Bills, they gonna be on a collision course to the Super Bowl. Bills Eagles Super Bowl 2023. The Bills and the Eagles are on a collision course. Who would have thought my Eagles would still be undefeated right now? I didn't. I didn't predict this. Hold up. I gotta call my boy up, man. I gotta call my brother up. We need to talk these Eagles. I'm gonna call him in a little bit. I will call him right now while I'm on live, but we'll be on the phone for 2 hours, so we'll be on the phone for 2 hours if I call him, so I ain't gonna call him right now. Chickie's cursing me out. She said, I didn't ask you. It's my fault. I told y'all at the beginning of the season. Do you remember? Before the season even started, the first week, week number one, before any games was played, I said Buffalo and the Eagles are going to meet at the Super Bowl. I'm so sorry, Chickie. I'm so sorry that you're a Dallas Cowgirl fan. And then at the same time, I like Patty Mahomes, but Andy Reid, sorry to hear that. Hopefully you ain't lose no money. Steve Smith, where you at? I'm waiting on my payment, Smitty. Hey, Steve Smith, I'm waiting on my payment, brother. I'm waiting on my $5. Where my $5 at? Let's have a house party. I don't know what you gonna do. Can y'all see me? Where we at? Where we at? Can y'all see me? Now the quality might be a little fucked up. I don't know. I'm not sure. I had to change up some shit and do a bunch of shit to try to make it so it works. Oh man. So hopefully y'all can hear and see me fine. You can see and hear me fine? You see me? Is it fine? Damn man, what's up with my chat? Why my chat shit ain't working? I see that's working, but my original my original chat not working. It's always something. Am I lagging? Am I lagging? Yo, y'all remember that used to be a dance back in the day? Oh, I'm showing my age. Let me stop. Ooh, it's getting cold in here. That's why I keep my black robe on handy. I'm about to get my initials put in this bitch. I'm about to turn that air conditioner back up. Damn, y'all. Oh, some of y'all probably live in the Midwest or up north. Y'all probably like, what? We got our air conditioner on. It's getting cold out this bitch. It's hoodie season. I forgot. It's probably hoodie season where y'all at, huh? Matthew, what up, Mike? Salute to Matthew, man. No lag? I don't know what you gonna do. I don't know what you gonna do. I came to stamp my feet. I came to clap my hands. No lag, that's what's up, man. How y'all doing, man? Hey, yo, Steve Smith, where you at? I where my cash app at, bro? Where my hey? It snowed this morning. Where the fuck you at that you getting snow, bro? You told me where you lived at before, but I can't remember. I smoke a lot of weed, my nigga. I smoke a lot of weed. Where the fuck are you getting snow at already? It ain't even Halloween yet. Chicky said it's 80 here. I know that's right, baby. What are you talking about, snow, bro? What are you talking about? Yo, I always wanted to visit Milwaukee. I remember, yeah, you did say Milwaukee. Okay, yeah, Milwaukee. Y'all got like mountains and shit up there, don't y'all? Y'all close to Colorado? Damn, it's snowing. Sucks to be you, Matthew. I would never move to Milwaukee, motherfucker. That's one state I never ever thought about moving to. I thought about moving to Oregon, Las Vegas, Arizona, California. I think, yeah, they're the only places that I thought about moving to on the West Coast, Midwest. Yeah, them the places. I was gonna move to California, Arizona, Oregon. Damn, bro. That's exactly why I moved my black ass down here to Florida, though. That's exactly why I moved my black ass down here to Florida, because I couldn't do it no more. I can't do the snow. I couldn't see another thing of snow. I couldn't shovel. Damn, bro. But you probably just got a little bit of snow, huh? Yo, I don't like that, man. Going out, having to go out a half hour early to heat my car up, pull my windshield wipers up, shovel my driveway, shovel the sidewalk if you got one, shovel the porch, put salt down, clean the car off, heating the car, then, oh man, knocking all your clothes off, your boots and everything before you get in the house. Take off your boots before you get in my house. Knock all that snow off. You gotta kick your boots and shit off and your coat off. I don't miss none of that shit. I don't know why. I don't know why my YouTube be acting so motherfucking sensitive with these curse words. My channel is not for kids. I guess next time when you put fuck, I guess you just put FUC or something. Cause they be asking me, do I want to hide it or show it? I already put that joint in my I went in my settings and analytics to let that shit go. As long as it ain't no like racial shit. Come on, YouTube, motherfuckers can't say fuck. Golly. Telling you, man, allegedly they done took our, in my opinion, look, they taking our freedom of speech away, man. Kanye West said, if Meek Mill, you think you tough, y'all niggas think y'all tough. That nigga said, if you don't come shoot me or slap me with the 7 days, shut the fuck up. Yo, I ain't gonna front. I like that he said that though. He said a lot of shit I don't agree with and some shit. He told a nigga, if you so tough, you got goons, you do all that rapping about tough shit and shooting. Meek Mill said, if you don't shoot me within 7 days, shut up. Stop talking about me. That nigga was like, Meek Mill. He turned Meek Mill's name into a song. Did y'all see the Drake Champs? Yo, I didn't watch it all the way in full yet because Drake Champs didn't drop it yet until they had to drop it because it was being leaked so much. The clips, they was leaking the clips so much that they had to drop the episode. But I see the clip. That nigga was like, Meek Mill, Meek Mill. He started singing Meek Mill, like, you know, that shit he be doing. Yo, I said, yo, this nigga is trolling these niggas. Oh, shit, Chicky. Yeah, I forgot that you used to live by me and shit. Growing up, it's sort of, kind of. He said, I got to go pretend to do some work. I know that's right. I used to do that at my old job. Hey, Chicky. They said stop using that word crazy. He is sometimes like, yo, Kanye will say something. Yo, Kanye will say something in one sentence, and I'll be like, yo, this nigga shut up. And then the very next sentence, I'll be like, I agree with that. I believe that. Like, yo, so he's such a roller coaster for me. Simply Miss Erica, good morning. Yo, why is like I can see the chat and I can see it on my screen, but my chat that's supposed to be working from Stream Elements is not working. That's corny. It's always something with me. It's always something. Like my chat is supposed to be here on the side and it ain't. Not for y'all. I can see the chat like on my screen and everything, but you know what I mean? On my fucking OBS thing, my Stream Elements, my chat, it worked every other time. Now it ain't working today, right? I just can't get right. I just can't. That's gonna be my new YouTube name. Can't get right. God damn, man. It's one thing, it's another. I had to go in and change all type of shit up for y'all just to try to go live. And hopefully this shit don't cut off for me today. I'm glad y'all saying that I sound and look clear with no lag. Hey, Chicky, stop that. Put that narrative on that boy. Say, nah, you can have your opinion, whatever. But you know what? I remember at one point I was like a while ago, I was like, yo, I think Kanye is kind of a little, and I don't want to say crazy because we need to stop with that. But I'm like, yo, he's a little crazy. But then when I listened to him, and I was like, no, he's not crazy. I was like, he's not really crazy. He not. If you listen to him, he know exactly what the fuck he's saying. But a lot of times, he's just saying the shit that nobody else is used to hearing. He's saying the shit that nobody else is brave enough to say. And sometimes he might get a little emotional when he's saying it. He might get a little overboard. He might make it sound a little. But when you look at when you really like just sit back and look, just in my opinion, I'd be like, yo, he's saying some shit though. Now sometimes he do go off the wall. He said a lot of shit that I ain't like. All that slavery was a choice and a bunch of other shit. I was already like, man, I'll punch you in the face saying some shit like that. But he's a roller coaster. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's a roller coaster, but he know for the most part, that motherfucker know what he don't let him fool you. Don't let the media and everybody fool you and think that he really crazy because Simply Miss Erica said, I like, you like Kanye? Yo, I like Kanye too overall, but you know, he get on my nerves sometimes. But I got friends that get on my nerves. It's like everything. We're not going to agree with everything our friends say. We're not going to agree with everything, but we still fuck with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? How many times you and your best friends disagree, get in an argument, then y'all be laughing, hey, bitch, get back over here, bitch. You know I love you, bitch. I'm just saying, that's how y'all girls talk. Y'all be killing me with that shit. Y'all curse each other out and be like, oh, bitch, you know I love you. Like y'all just was fucking saying the meanest shit to each other. Maybe not the meanest, but y'all just was cursing each other out. And now you talking about, oh, bitch, come here, give me a hug. You know I love you. Bitch, you know I can't live without you. Oh, bitch, you know I'll be like, okay, that's that female shit. I'll be cracking up. To you does, but I understand. Yep. He said some weird things. Yeah, he said some off the wall shit. Yo, it's Mike. Salute. Tamika, salute. How y'all doing? Yo, Simply Miss Erica. Yes, you gotta realize that too. A lot of times these media and these outlets be clipping shit up. So all y'all seeing, all we're seeing is clips, and they putting these clips together, and that can make a motherfucker look a little crazy. They make them look the way they want you to look, the way they want the way they want to make him look towards y'all. You get what I'm saying? Like they make him look the way they want to make him look. It was just funny that how he trolled the shit out of everybody with the White Lives Matter. Like, them white folk was like, yay! No pun intended, because yay, Kanye, yay. But when they first seen him with Candace Owens, they was like, yes, White Lives Matter. And then they said it must be kind of sincere because he's doing it with Candace Owens. Yay, Kanye, White Lives Matter. And then as soon as he made them comments about the Jews, or as soon as he made the comments about the white life that he cared about is Kim, and da-da-da, now it's like, I did not like what Jamie Lee Curtis said either, and I was a fan of Jamie Lee Curtis. It was no reason for her to mention his kids. He ain't say nothing that warranted or put his kids in jeopardy. Like, this shit's crazy. Oh my God, he sounds crazy, and I hope his kids, they get help for his kids. What are you talking about, Jamie Lee Curtis' kid? What does kids got to do with anything? He ain't putting his fucking kids in danger because he got an opinion about your fucking race. But it was none of this outcry where he said slavery was your choice and all that. Whenever Kanye say some shit against the black culture, whenever he say some nonsense about the black culture, I didn't hear Jamie Lee Curtis saying that they need to take his kids from him then and all that shit. They're worried about his kids then. Shit was bullshit. Yeah, they cut it up, make them look away. They let you know it's just a t-shirt, yup. I'm going to just come out, in my opinion, and say, like, yo, Kanye trolled the shit out of us with the shirt. He trolled both. He trolled the black folk. He trolled white folk. That motherfucker, man. I think he's about to come out with I'm just saying it's like, either that Netflix special is about to drop some new episodes, or he about to drop a surprise album, a surprise project, a surprise fucking movie trailer, something. I don't know, man. Because it seemed like usually that's what he do. Whenever he's getting so much attention, boom, here comes an album or something. Boom, here comes a 7-song album. He tried to switch everybody up to do 7 songs. Remember that shit? He had his artists mad. Tiana Taylor was mad. Like, yo, you taking off the hottest songs off my album. You taking the songs that I like best off my album, shrinking it down to 7 songs. Couple people had problems with it. The only one that don't care is the nigga that rap like this all day. The nigga that rap like this every time he rap, he go like his neck, he got a fucking duck neck, be squatting down, and all he rap about is, nigga, you ain't sold drugs since 96, nigga. That nigga be, I sold coke, I'm selling coke. I sold a bird. I sold this. Pusha T, yeah. I know people probably like Pusha T. He can rap and all like that. Pusha T is a good rapper, but why he do that shit with his neck so much? He kill me with that shit. Looking like a duck. Nigga doing all that rap about the same shit every time. We know. You say you sold a lot of coke back in the day, man. We know. You tell us on every song. You selling a bird. That's just as heavy as my name. So much, I won't change. Pusha T kill me with his neck when he rap. I cannot look at that nigga. Nigga look like he got Tourette's syndrome or something. Shout out to my peoples with Tourette's. Hey, chickie, that's like a curse word. That's like a curse word in my, rap grew me. Hey, rap raised me, girl. Hip hop raised me. That's like a curse word in my goddamn comments. Rap runs the world, girl. Not really rap no more, but hip hop. Hip hop runs the world. That's like a curse word, girl. I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for rap, hip hop. My grandma probably slapped the shit out of me saying that. Like, nigga, I raised you, motherfucker. I'm the one that was whipping that ass. I'm the one that was feeding that ass. Yo, do they even make rap videos anymore? Do they even make videos like that? Cause I don't even be on TV like that, like BET, MTV. Remember, we used to have Rap City and 106 The Park. I don't even know if they still do videos. Is videos even that big? I think DJ Khaled probably the only nigga still making. DJ Khaled is probably the only nigga still making videos, man. I don't even know if they make videos anymore. You gotta Google them. I guess they just make them for YouTube now or something. I guess they make them for their own social media for the most part. They might even think about that. The game is so different with the streaming and people on the go listening. Everything is fast right now. I want it right now. Yo, man, I remember we used to couldn't wait for videos to drop. It was like premieres, man. Like, yo, see what's the new rap video? Yo, what's the new video coming? Man, yo, but that interview, of course, a Kanye interview always going to be some shit in it. But the clips that I was watching, I'm going to watch it today all the way through. I'm going to watch the original interview, part 3, all the way through because I see Drink Champs, I believe they dropped it because they had no choice. Damn, my shit ain't even lit. They said you don't need to hear about selling drugs, getting girls, killing. Hey, to each his own. There's a lot of rap music that doesn't have that, but they don't promote it like that though. You gotta search for that shit. You gotta search for it. But Chicky, there's a lot of good rap music out there that don't talk about that. Yo, yo, yo. Don't pinch me. Yeah, videos ain't the same no more. But there's some dope artists out there that rap without talking about that, man. But you just ain't gonna hear them. They don't promote them. They don't put them in the forefront. They don't sell them. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame though, because there's some dope artists out there that don't rap about that shit. There's some dope artists out there that rap about shit that we need to hear. They rap about good shit, and it's fucked up that we don't they don't get pushed. They don't get pushed. But we know why though. We know why the agenda. I played it months ago on my shit. What the agenda is, and it's worked. And it's worked. Look, ever since they switched the music up to shoot 'em up, bang bang, kill strippers in the club, spend your money, do drugs. Ever since they switched the code up in the music years ago, coming into the 2000s, late 90s, coming into the 2000s, what their agenda was, it worked. Look how many people, look how many black folk ended up dead. Look how many black folk ended up in jail. It worked. Their agenda worked, and we didn't care. Most of the folk didn't care because they was getting a check. You know what I'm saying? They was getting some money. They was getting some fame. So it was like, fuck it. It worked. All the conscious rappers, backpack rappers, all them niggas got pushed to the back. Unless you get a rare one like a Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, but it's only few. It's only a few of those. And then look, you still don't see them as much as we should. The the Joey badasses, you know what I mean? It's a shame, man. It's a shame. And we allow them to just perpetuate that shit, keep it going. Ah, damn, still ain't work. Yeah. They switched the agenda up, Chicky, years ago. Back in the late '90s, they switched the agenda up, and it worked. Like they gonna go with the money anyway. They used their money, and it worked. It worked. It worked. They said we're gonna push all that shit to the forefront. All the gangster, all the killing and the bang bang, shoot 'em up. We're gonna put that to the forefront because it's gonna be dis instrumental to the culture, to the people, and it worked. It worked. We should have stood strong though. The artist should have stood strong though. The artist should have turned down the bag. The artist got to learn how to turn down the bag. They don't know how to turn the bag down. They don't know how to turn the money down. You know what I mean? In my opinion, they should have turned it down and stuck to their guns and said, nah, we're not going to allow y'all. This is what Kanye's getting in trouble for, right? But I'm going to say it right here. The hip hop artist should have said, we're not going to allow the Jews that took over the record companies, that got the loans from the banks, that got the money, took control of the record companies, which were Jewish people, and said, we're only going to sign artists and push artists that rap about this. We allowed it. Kind of. We folded. We went with the money. Okay. We ain't stand our ground, man. We couldn't turn the bag. We don't know how to turn the bag down. And that's what happened. Yeah. As long as people listen, that's what happened. They listened, people listened. Then it called on. It was like a gravy chain. Oh, this is what I got to rap about? I rap about this and this will get me a record deal? Because that's how it was. Back in the 80s when you rapped about the struggle, not being that, it's like Monkey is like a copycat lead. Monkey see, Monkey do. That's what's working. Okay, that's what the radio's pushing. That's what they want. This is what we're gonna come with. That's why you had the Rakims and the KRS-Ones. You had all them back in the day that was successful. I'm talking about, I can name, it's so many to name, I can't even name them all. I'm talking about all the way up to the Tribe Called Quest, to the native tongues, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? This was popular. What's the other group? De La Soul. I could go on, Brand Nubian, for Grand Poopa, we can go on. So much positive rap because that's what the labels. That's when we had more ownership with the labels. That's when Run was more involved. We had more black folk and shit that was involved, and the white folk that cared about the game. And then, the agenda. Then in the '90s, the mid '90s, came the agenda, and I played the agenda on my live, a few months ago. I did a live about it. I played the joint off Instagram. I played the joint. I played the video with the white dude. He's giving he's speaking at giving a ceremony joint, and he gave the agenda of the music industry and what direction they was going to go in and wanted to go in to make sure that this happens. To really in my opinion, have, it's not even my opinion because it's true, to have black genocide. To have culture genocide. Cynthia. She said, I know them rap groups. I'm showing my age, right? But these were all rap groups, though. Everybody was spitting that good shit. Even from Big Daddy Kane. It was mostly, when they was talking any gangster shit, it was like battle rap shit. But it wasn't no shoot 'em up, bang, bang. Even with KRS-One and MC Shan, The Bridge is Over and all that. Listen to that. It was no shoot 'em up, bang, bang. It was all about hip hop. It was all about skill. My crew better than your crew. My rap skills better than your rap skills. Where I'm from is doper than where you're from. That's what it was about. I'm fresher than you. I'm nicer than you. We had the special eds. We had, man, even with the gangster rap, we had that shit going together. Even with NWA and different, even with remember Public Enemies, how positive with it. Like, man, they fucked our culture up, man. They fucked our culture up. And Kanye wasn't lying. I know I already got ad limited for this shit anyway. But, you know what I mean? It's Jews that own the record labels. Jewish people own the record labels. They came in and took over. They own the record label. The people who created hip hop don't own it. That tells us everything right there. Yeah, it's all about the bag. They can't turn the bag down. We don't know how to turn down the bag. We don't know how to turn the bag down, man. Okay, you want us to rap? Oh, drill music? That's the new shit? Drill? We're going to rap about telling on ourselves, and we're going to rap about all the crimes that we committed, and we're going to put them in a rap and snitch on ourselves and tell. We're talking about how we be killing each other, because that's what sells. Instead of the artist saying, you know what, I'm the talent. You know what I'm saying? Instead of the artist saying, you know what, fuck you, I'm the talent. But but they want that record deal though. But now you don't need that record deal. It's straight to consumer. We can skip the line now, so we can just really say, you know, them artists can say, fuck y'all, man. Fuck y'all label owners that want us to rap about killing each other. Fuck y'all, we're the talent. Let's switch it up. Let's switch it the fuck up. What they gonna do? Like, let them niggas, I don't even know some of them names, man, because I don't be following the younger drill rappers and shit. But if Chief Keef and them, I'm pretty sure their fan base is gonna fuck with them regardless, man. I could be wrong. But I think they fan base gonna fuck. And I think if you're talented enough, you could make the same music and just switch it up. You know what I'm saying? As far as the melodies and how you rapping and rhyming words together, that shit shouldn't change just because you rapping about something different. Uncle L, salute. Ronald Jones. Uncle L. Oh, happy birthday, Uncle L. Happy birthday, Unc. Salute to Uncle L, man. Happy birthday. Today is Monday, so I think today is officially your birthday, right? Salute, brother. Salute to Uncle L, man. Shit. I pray, man. I pray that I live to see your age, bro. I pray and hope that I live to see your age. Shout out to Uncle L. Another year around the sun, around the earth, around the sun, around the earth. Yo, but you know what they said back in the day? Uh, how do you really know what your age is? Because way back in the day, it was no such thing as months and 365. Remember, they used to go by the moon. They used to go by like how many moons it was and shit. To determine your birthday and shit. Remember way back in the day, even if you look at the Bible, like people lived to be like 140, 150, you know what I mean? Like, how do we really know what our real age is? Because they told us that like later on in life they created this 365, 12 month 24-hour days. Because back then it wasn't even time. It was no such thing as time either. Yo, that's deep. I'm about to get deep on y'all. Happy birthday, Uncle L. What we, October 17th? You the 17th? Okay. One of my best friends got a birthday coming up on the 23rd. One of my best friends from the sandbox. From the motherfucking sandbox. We was a little older than the sandbox though. We was probably, I'm gonna say we was juice boxing it because we was middle school. Me and him he moved to my town in middle school. His birthday on the 23rd. Shout out to Uncle L, man. Yeah, man, Cynthia, you see it, man. We just been in here kicking it, but the title, it's a shame, man. And I heard about this a while ago. This ain't even new. But the point that it came back up, and as y'all know, I fuck with Willie D. Chicky, a hip hop artist, Chicky. Say that. I fuck with Willie D, the ex rapper. And a couple other people, though. He ain't the only one I talked about it. But when he spoke, and I'm like, damn, they closed this case. And I remember this shit came up a minute ago. But that's kind of deep, though, man. You at a party, it's 8 of y'all. It's 8 females at a party. 7 of y'all white. It's only one black girl. Everybody else at the party white. One black woman. The one black woman is the only one that ends up dead. And it's all suspicious too. Like everything's suspicious about the death. She the only person that ended up dead. She the only one that was that drunk that fell off a balcony and died. The only one. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 of them. You count these girls in this picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of y'all. One black woman. Why she end up dead? Yeah, Chick, you remember this, right? I remember this because this ain't new. This happened a little while ago. But just like, how people do, how I like, well, just speaking for myself, I remember I wanted to look into it, but I got distracted. Whatever happened, I got distracted. But I remember this happened months ago, a while ago. And because I was going to look into it because of the situation. I was like, damn, she party. I'm like, damn, she's the only black chick and she ended up dead. And then they said it was like a lot of suspicious activity going on. Like the death, it was like, it was some weird shit. The story wasn't adding up. And I told myself, like, yo, I'm going to look into that. But I guess another story hit. I don't remember what happened. Maybe fucking Kanye might have said some shit the next day. Kanye might have said some shit the next day and got me distracted. And me just being nonchalant and being just American, I'm thinking, okay, they gonna handle it. You know what I'm saying? Like they get down to it. The law will take care of itself. But it seems like when it comes to us, a lot of times it almost doesn't. And I never figured it out. I never looked into it. And now they saying that they closed the case out with all this suspicious shit that coincides with the story of everything being just shit don't add up. And they just said, we're going to close the case anyway. You laughing at me, Chicky? Hey, yo, Chicky, how about they running out of motherfucking lamb where I'm at? They running out of lamb, man. I want to do some more shopping, grocery shopping. Well, my girl went to go do some more grocery shopping. And she's reading up on some motherfucking meats and shit. And she like, yeah, I can't find your lamb chops or shoulders. They ain't got them. Like they out of stock. Publix, Walmart. I'm like, oh, what's going on? So hopefully, but she was looking online. Hopefully, when she get to the store, they have something for me. But yo, they talk about they running out of my lamb chops, yo. I need my lamb chops, bro. I eat chicken and lamb, man. I eat a steak here and there. You know what I mean? There's plenty here, but you got to go out. Shit, well, if you got to go an hour away, then it ain't plenty there then. Nah, you got to drive an hour? God damn. Miss Eve, how you doing, Miss Eve? Hey, how long we been going for? Hey, y'all see my tip goal? Don't be shy. Y'all can send me super chats and shit to try to reach my tip goal by the end of the year. I try to reach my goal by the end of the year, you know what I'm saying? So I can give some of that shit back to y'all. So I can do me a giveaway. I wouldn't do a giveaway at the end of the year, man. To my members. I might have to just do it for everybody. I do got a few members. Um, I don't know if my super chat goes towards my tip goal or not, but don't be shy, y'all. You can send me $1.99, $2.99. All donations appreciated. The Cash App is open. Hey, Steve Smith, where you at? Steve Smith, where you at? You lost last night, brother. Psych, nah. He always pays there. I know he'll pay. He'll pay when he get up. It's plenty till you get there. I know that's right. Yo, I usually get my shit at Walmart, and if Walmart don't got it, then I get it from Publix. But online, they saying they ain't shit nowhere. But it better be something in the store. Better be something in the store. And I wanted to cook on the grill this week too, man. I'm in the mood for some grill. I'm in the mood for some charcoal grill food, man. The past few days, that's what I've been thinking about. It's been on my brain. Y'all know how us folk get when we get a certain food, we get a taste for something, and you thinking about it for days, a couple of days go by, the eventually we gonna get that shit. You know what I'm saying? With a certain type of food to say something on your mind for a few days, you go to sleep thinking about that shit, you wake up, you're like, yo, man, I got a taste for this, whatever it may be. And that shit goes on for 2, 3 days. By that third, fourth day, we gonna get that shit, ain't we? Y'all know who I'm talking about, us greedy motherfuckers. That's what we do. She said, my Walmart don't have shit. My Walmart usually have everything. I usually be in Walmart and I be good. Because Publix is a little bit more expensive. And the price is going up on everything. It seems like every month the price is going up on shit, y'all. Y'all know lactose intolerant like most black folks. So I get the blue top milk. You know, the lactate, the shit that lasts you 8 months. You look at the date on that shit, it's October shit. The motherfucking the expiration date to say motherfucking April on that bitch. That bitch say March, April on that motherfucker. That shit is almost like $7 a gallon. The lactate blue top milk is almost $7 a gallon, yo. The meats is going up. Everything. I'm looking at these prices like, man, yo, every month, yo, they doing this to us. Every other month, like this what they doing? Leticia, thank you for stopping by, girl. Grand rising to you. The price of gas going up again? Damn, I didn't even notice. I guess I haven't been driving that much lately, huh? I guess I ain't the one that's been putting gas in the car lately, huh? I ain't even noticed. That's funny because my girl just said she put, I don't think she complained. I think she said she filled the car up yesterday or the day before, and she thought it was going to be more. I think it was like $34. I think she said. It took $34. You know, I got a little Hyundai. I got a little Hyundai Sonata, 350 joint, some shit like that. Something. I didn't even notice the gas went up again. See, Chicky, you live out on that farm and shit like that. Chicky be like, yo, I gotta go take care of the chickens and shit like that. I'm interested in that shit. I like shit like that. You know what? I'm not like a country. I wouldn't know what to do, but I guess it's in my blood because my grandmom grew up doing that shit. Like I told y'all, in the future, I'm gonna show y'all a picture. I'm gonna show y'all a picture of my grandmom and I told y'all, my grandmom, I got a picture of my grandmom in a wedding dress, in her white wedding dress, holding down a chicken. She's holding down a live chicken with with her uncle, I believe, because he was about to chop the head off a live chicken. And my grandmom is holding a live chicken down in her fucking white wedding dress. Who does that's some country shit, y'all. So I guess that shit just in my blood, even though I never did that shit. I ain't never killed, cleaned, and cooked nothing live yet myself. Like a fish, I did. Obviously, we did some fish, cook, clean the fish, scale the fish, gutted him and shit like that. That's the only thing. I never did nothing like, but I guess it's in my blood because I don't see nothing wrong with it. I help. I'll do that shit. I never done it before. Damn, Uncle L speaking shit that I don't even know what he talking about. I don't even know what OPEC is. OPEC is what? It's only because OPEC is cut production. OPEC is what? What's the O for? Was it obstruction of public economy control? What the fuck? Uh, you speaking Chinese? What's OPEC? She said, I don't eat them. They my pets. My bad. You got pet chickens. Okay. Shout out to your pet chickens. They got names and shit. So what if ever happened? Oh, man. Would it, God forbid this is not going to happen, but what if in the future something happens to where y'all starving, there's no food, supermarkets shut down, like we on some, you know what I mean? We on some shit like that. You would never eat them though? You wouldn't eat them then? Somebody gonna come to your crib and they gonna get you for that. We better hope we never have to need to eat. Somebody gonna you. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm just being sarcastic. But yeah, Mississippi Erica said I would have died. I can't see an animal being slaughtered and never eat the meat if I had to witness. Oh, I could. As long as it ain't a fucking pet. I see. I don't look at it as a chicken as a pet. See, as long as it ain't a fucking. As long as I ain't watching you kill your dog or your cat or your, you know what I mean, your guinea pig or something like that. Like, let me think. What else? Or your pet bird. Uh, I don't look at them as pets. So, like, if they was pets, yeah, I can't see you do that. Do not do that in front of me. I'm not eating it. I don't want to do it. But if you're an animal that I don't see see, I didn't grow up as chickens as a pet to me. Chickens is fucking food. Even if you name it, but don't name it. But even if you name it, sorry, Charlie. If something ever happens, you will be on the motherfucking menu. Uh, I grew up. Uh, One of my classmates, this white girl, lived on the other side of town. She had a pet pig. She had a pet pig. We look as pigs, and that pig was smart as a mother. You know, pigs are smarter than dogs. But I looked at that pig as like, yo, if we ever got hungry, I will fuck that pig up. I love bacon. I don't eat bacon no more, but I would have fucked that pig up back then. You know what I'm saying? Yo, and that's crazy that pigs are smarter than dogs, but we don't eat dogs, we eat pigs. The Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries. Okay, that has to do with our guys, obviously. Okay, oil, gas, okay. Shout out to Uncle L for that. IDK said nature's different beast. Yo, man, survival of the fittest. I know a lot of people that can't see any of it, Erica. She said, I just cannot. Charlie, you fucking around live longer than you, huh? Hey, Charlie. Sorry. Your name is Charlie. And I am hungry. That's what it would happen. Only if we needed to, though. I'm talking about, you know, it's the last option. There's no other, like we starving, hungry, you know, it's a world disaster type shit. We can't. Sorry, Charlie. Because if not, somebody gonna come and stick you up for Charlie that's hungry. Somebody gonna be creeping. If it ever get to that point and they see you got live chickens and they hungry and they gotta feed their kids or because of this, and you talk about Charlie, shit. Yo, but yeah, I guess that shit in my blood. Hey, Kaylin. Yeah, I guess that shit in my blood because, yo, I'm going to show y'all a picture of my grandma and her fucking wedding dress. I guess she didn't give a fuck. I guess she knew she wasn't getting married again. Or nobody else was coming behind her was going to wear that motherfucking dress, I guess. Because it's a picture of her helping her uncle hold down a live chicken because he about to chop the head off. And she in a wedding dress. My grandma was beautiful, too. My grandma was beautiful, too. You know, she had the Indian, that long black Indian hair and shit. You know what I mean? With that light complexion, even though the complexion ain't got nothing to do with it, but my grandma was, my grandma was looking hot in that wedding day. They said all the fellas wanted my grandma and her sister. Yo, the story that my grandmom and them, now mind you, my grandmom and them, it's like 9 of them, I think. 9 or 12 of them, like 9 sisters. Some shit like that. There's like 9 of them. And they're all, they're all mixed. You know what I mean? My grandmom and all her sisters and them, they Indian, and Irish and shit. So like a couple of my aunts, my grandma's sisters, especially the older ones, they look white. You would think they were white, you know what I mean? Some of them. You know what I mean? Like a couple of them are very, very light with red hair. So like, but they moved from the country that they was living in. They moved from the country and then they moved to the city. You know what I mean? They moved into the city where eventually, like where we would be from, where I'm from and all like that. And when her and her sisters, they moved for work. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no going to college. They graduated high school, but they worked ever since they was kids. They had to work in like cranberry bogs and shit like that. My grandma was going to work when she was 5, 6 years old. You know what I mean? They worked out in the fields and shit. That's just what you did back in her day. So they moved into the city from the country from where they was from for a job. And they got hired at this warehouse, so that's where work was. It wasn't no work where they were at. So they all moved from the country and they all moved into the city. You know what I mean, for work. And they said that my grandmom and her sisters is all these girls, these beautiful, light-skinned, long Indian hair down to their back, ponytail braids. You know what I'm saying? They all moved into the city. And you got all these women. Yo, they used to tell stories about how all the guys from in town, in the city, used to be at their house hanging out all day, every day. They said all the men in the town, all the guys would be like, who is these new girls from out of town? You know what I mean? These new country girls, these pretty light-skinned, good hair girls from the fucking country moving here, yo. When they told us the stories, yo, them shit was funny as hell. Them niggas was all my grandmom and them, boy. Did the same way, Simply Berserker, yo. Yo, a few of my aunts got the red hair and shit. A lot of them got green eyes too. I think they green. Yeah, they green or hazel. Like my grandmom's sisters and they kids, and that shit skipped us though. Even my cousins, like a few of my cousins, they got the green eyes and shit. My grandma's sisters got the green eyes. It's a couple of my grandma. My grandmom got brown eyes. Her and like 2 or 3 of her sisters got brown eyes. The rest got green eyes. And it passed down to their kids. So I had a couple cousins that I used to play with. Same skin color as me. One a little lighter. They got the green eyes. Like the whole other side, all of them got the green eyes except my grandmom and us and shit. That's just funny as hell. I told you I used to get in little arguments when I was a kid when people used to stay the night at my house before they seen what my grandma looked like or whatever. Or you know what I mean? We be sleeping, they stay the night at my house and we be going to sleep and they be whispering and shit like, yo. I be like, yo, what's up? They be like, yo, I didn't know your grandma was white, yo. Yeah, I used to get the arguments over that. Like, shut the fuck up, nigga. My grandma ain't white, nigga. She light skinned, nigga. My grandma ain't white. She light skinned. Do my grandma sound white the way she be talking, nigga? She'll go upside your shit, nigga. Yeah. My people used to say that to me, though. Like, yo, I didn't know your grandma was white, bro. She ain't white, nigga. Y'all ain't never seen a real light skinned person. Yeah, I don't know if some of them are hazel or gray, like they or green or hazel. I mean, I gotta hit my cousins up because they all got the same eyes. I think it's green. They're green or hazel and shit. We used to talk shit about that back and forth to each other growing up and shit. Like that shit skipped us. All my grandma's sisters, my cousins, her nieces, nephews, they all got the goddamn green eyes and it skipped us. I don't care though. I probably will look crazy. I probably will look scary with them eyes. I probably wouldn't even look right. Weird, huh? She said you had the blue eyes. Oh shit, IDK, you got the roots down in the South, boy. That's what's up. You got some deep South roots, boy. Some Mississippi roots, boy. People think my father's white, Uncle L. See? That be our folks clowning us though with that shit. They be joking on us, man. Your dad eyes were hazel. True red bone. Had the green eyes too, right? Right. Yup. My grandmama and her sisters was red bones. That's what they was. I ain't even think about that. They was red bones. Oh shit. That's funny. That was funny, yo. If you see my aunts, yo, it's crazy. They all, man. Plus, they got twins too. My grandma got twins in her family. Like a couple of her sisters are twins. A couple of her sisters is twins. And then her and my one aunt, my aunt Evie, that's still alive. They was only a year apart. People, you would think they were twins. They was only a year apart. And she's still alive, man, in her 90s. And it feel good when I see her because she looked just like my grandma so much so that when I see her, I think I see my grandma. Word. Yo, shout out to y'all, man. I ain't gonna jinx myself, but my shit's still working, so obviously I did something right. Don't fuck up on me. But yeah, we never knew what happened to this story, huh, y'all? Fair use. Damn, I got this fucking gnat, man. Where you come from, nigga? God damn. Fuck you come from? Fair use.
Friends in Cumming, Georgia.
Huh?
She was found. I just started thinking about her case. Tamla is the black woman who attended an adult sleepover with her white friends in Cumming, Georgia. She was found dead on the ground. They claim that she fell over a balcony while drunk. Out of all the people that was at the house, the black woman is the only one that ends up dead. The case, fam, is wild. It's wild and it's very suspicious. In fact, I think it's criminal. Despite the family's efforts to try to get justice, all of the inconsistencies in the stories that the witnesses gave, the evidence, the fact that the GBI and the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office closed the case. There's a lot of missing pieces to this puzzle. And fam, if any of you guys out there are bloggers, YouTubers, you're in the media, you got some kind of power, you're a lawyer, you're a politician, even the subscribers, casual viewers, please share this video. Even if you don't share the video, just get the word out. Mention it on your platforms. let's talk about this. Let's put this case back out in the front, because this woman needs justice. Her family needs justice. These people should not be allowed to get away with murder. I do believe they murdered this woman. Now, November 4th will mark 4 years to the date of her death. We're coming up on 4 years that this woman has been dead. Still, no justice. I mean, not an inkling of justice.
Four years? That nigga said he thought his eyes was black. Nobody got black eyes. He said you got blonde and red in your beard. Oh, shit. Shit, I hope I get that old chickie and I still ain't got no gray in my... I got 2 white hairs in my head. Yo, 4 years? It's been that long? I'm thinking about a year. I'm thinking like, yo, I just heard this story about a year ago. Time went by that fast. Holy shit, I need to slap myself. 4 years? Damn. Apologies to me. Sorry for that. I'm thinking like a year ago. It couldn't have been 4 years when I heard it. It couldn't have been. Time couldn't have went by that fast. Maybe, because, you know, sometimes shit happened, but we hear about it late. I'm thinking the story got out late. I'm thinking I heard about it late. 4 years? Wow, fair use.
This is one of the worst cases that I've ever seen, where the victim, the loved ones, cannot get justice, even though we know something ain't right about this. I'm going to provide you with some facts about the case. And what I want you to do is just use your common sense to let me know.
Now that I'm listening, I'm starting to remember. Yeah, this was a while ago, and I did talk about this. I don't know if I ever did a live about it. I don't think I did like a live about it, or I did record. But hold up. I smoked too much or something. It's because it's starting to come back to me now. Now that I'm seeing this picture, I remember looking into this. Just on my personal note, I think me and my girl talked about it. We watched it. It's starting to come back to me now. This was some bullshit. This was very suspicious. It was very suspicious. And they are, in my opinion, they are guilty of some shit. Yes, it's coming back to me. This is some very suspicious shit. There's no way that this case should be closed and no consequences. They ain't looking. No, I remember this shit, yo. Hold up. Nah, it's coming back to me now. Fair use. Shout out to Willie D, man. If you're not subbed up to Willie D, man.
If this makes any sense to you, let's start.
Look at that. Look at that shit. Look at this. Look at the chick face all the way over here to the right with the laptop. I'm sorry. Allegedly, she just looked like a ghost or something. Is she real? Why is her, she looked like she up to something. Like, no, why you take this picture? No, because we're going to do something. Everybody's showing teeth. Everybody happy. Everybody's showing teeth except her with the laptop. I don't know, man. Allegedly. Hey. Fair use.
With the 2 law enforcement agencies that investigated the case. The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office responded to the 911 call on November 4th, 2018. 2 years later, the GBI reopened the case. Both agencies came to the same conclusion.
Wow. Yep. Simply Miss Erica, and that's probably what happened. We heard about it later. You see what he said 2 years later I think that's when we heard about it probably. Like 2 years ago. Like 2 years later, 2019? Hold up, man. Fair use, man.
Common sense to let me know if this makes any sense to you. Let's start with the two law enforcement agencies that investigated the case. The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office responded to the 911 call on November 4th.
Yeah, IDK, you're right. Think about the names that we don't hear about. I'm the only nigga here at the party. I'm sorry to all my white friends, but I ain't spending the night. I'm sorry. Shout out to y'all. I'm bringing somebody with me, though, so it would have been two dead niggas. If I am. You know, niggas, we don't never go nowhere by ourselves. I'm bringing a brother, a homie, a friend. I'm bringing, man. If not, I ain't staying the night, though. It's like, nah. Let me stop putting extra on it because she lost her life, but it's easy to say that now.
Common sense to let me know if this makes any sense to you. Let's start with the two law enforcement agencies that investigated the case. The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office responded to the 911 call on November 4th, 2018. 2 years later, the GBI reopened the case. Both agencies came to the same conclusion. Tamla of Cumming, Georgia, got drunk at the party and fell from a balcony after everyone went to sleep. According to toxicology reports, her blood alcohol level was 0.38, nearly 3 times the legal limit. She had traces of marijuana and alprazolam, an anxiety medication, in her system. The theory is plausible, but the family believes it only works in isolation from other facts. From the start, Tamla's family and friends expressed concerns about how authorities handled the investigation. Forsyth County deputies repeatedly told them it would all make sense once they had access to the reports. Once the case was ruled an accident and closed, Tamla's husband's attorney, Ralph Fernandez, released for the first time the full independent autopsy performed by a medical examiner, Dr. Adele Shaker. Fernandez said, "I knew it was a homicide. The problem is, I can't pin it on anyone because I don't have a badge." Michelle Graves made plenty of enemies by picking apart her friend's death investigation. She filed open record requests, hounded investigators with emails and questions, and challenged the credibility of those at the house the night Tamla died. She wants to know why no one tried to roll Tamla over to render CPR after discovering her outside, not even the police, who called off EMS according to documents provided as part of the investigation. There were no efforts done whatsoever to save that woman's life. The homeowner recalled that not even an ambulance was called. She said they just looked up and saw her coming out in a body bag. The only one that is documented in the initial investigation to have touched Tamla's body is, get this fam, the homeowner's boyfriend, who said that he touched or lifted her leg, depending on which report you want to believe. Fam, the timeline is also off. It's in question. Investigators said, however she died, it happened around 1:57 a.m. In fact, they didn't say around, they said it happened at 1:57 a.m. That's when, according to the security door alerts, the back door to the upstairs porch opened and never closed until the body was found. Witnesses said it makes sense because that's shortly after the homeowner and remaining guests went to bed. Tamla wanted one last cigarette, but the family has raised questions about several door alerts leading to the garage that night. Perhaps someone cleaned it up?
Spectrum presents Stream Home.
Something ain't right. Now we just heard all that. That's heartbreaking, yo. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Nobody tried to even help this lady. CPR, nothing. They didn't give a fuck. Nothing. How y'all know that she went to have one last cigarette if everybody was asleep? Where do they get that from? She went out to have one last cigarette. So this is what the detectives came up with. What she had, it was a cigarette outside that wasn't lit, or that was lit. Was it half a cigarette? Got her fingerprints on it? Is it a lighter? Did she still have this cigarette in her fucking hands? Allegedly, in my opinion. I ain't even trying to be funny or nothing. Yeah, what they mean? Why they turn the EMTs away? What you mean? Were they called? Were they not called? Who turned them away? When they turned them away, why they turned them away? What we talking about here? Why did the homeowner's boyfriend touch her, the only person that touched her, if this was an all-girl adult party? If this was an all-girl adult party, man, hold up, man. This shit get me hot. This shit get me hot. Hold up. How did a man touch her first? If this is an all-girl adult party. So why? Cause she laid out there all night. How many hours did she lay on that fucking ground? Dead or not dead, probably could have been saved or not saved. Who knows? She might have been dead before she even got. Allegedly, she allegedly could have been dead before she even went over the balcony, right? But so when did the homeowner husband get back home? If this is an all-girl adult party, when did the man get there? Why wasn't the EMT and the police called before the man got? Yeah, right? Is it a text message or something saying, hey, who's she texting if everybody's asleep? Did she text somebody that wasn't at the house? Did she text her husband? Maybe she texted her husband and said, yeah, I'm going to have a last cigarette before I go to bed. That text probably would have been drunk. He probably would have been on. Hold up, man. Hold up. Let me bring this back for y'all, man. Something, I'm missing something.
I knew it was a homicide. The problem is, I can't pin it on any medication in her system. The theory is common sense to let me know if this makes any sense to you. Let's start with the two law enforcement agencies that investigated the case. The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office.
Right. Why did that man feel comfortable to touch her? And then I guess he gave two different reports. He said he touched her leg, and then another report said he lifted her leg. What her leg got to do with anything? What was her leg? In the awkward position? Why you touch her leg? Why you ain't touch her shoulders? Why you didn't grab her, turn her over, or touch her? Why you didn't touch her chest compressions for CPR? With the leg?
Responded to the 911 call on November 4th, 2018. 2 years later, the GBI reopened the case. Both agencies came to the same conclusion. Tamla of Cumming, Georgia, got drunk at the party and fell from a balcony after everyone went to sleep. According to toxicology reports, her blood alcohol level was 0.38, nearly 3 times the legal limit. She had trace.
Yo, that's drunk as fuck. That's drunk as fuck, y'all. Y'all know 0.3? Come on, y'all. We all grown here. We know what alcohol levels is. Did they get that drunk? How was she even able to stand up to go smoke a cigarette that drunk? That drunk, I can't smoke I ain't smoking no cigarette. I'm laid across the bed. I'm laid out hoping I don't fucking throw up or something. So you say that whole story fishy. Absolutely. That's really drunk. Wow. Fair
Traces
use.
of marijuana and alprazolam, an anxiety medication, in her system. The theory is plausible, but the family believes it only works in isolation from other facts. From the start, Tamla's family and friends expressed concerns about how authorities handled the investigation. Forsyth County deputies repeatedly told them it would all make sense once they had access to the reports. Once the case was ruled an accident
Well, obviously, it's still not making sense.
and closed, Tamla's husband's attorney, Ralph Fernandez, released for the first time the full independent autopsy performed by a medical examiner, Dr. Adele Shaker. Fernandez said, "I knew it was a homicide. The problem is, I can't pin it on anyone because I don't have a badge."
Damn.
Michelle Graves made plenty of enemies
Damn, y'all hear that?
by a medical examiner, Dr. Adele Shaker. Fernandez said, "I knew it was a homicide. The problem is, I can't pin it on anyone because I don't have a badge." Michelle Graves made plenty of enemies by picking apart her friend's death investigation. She filed open record requests.
Why would she make enemies and all she trying to do is figure out how all of you guys' friend died? Why would you make enemies doing that? Y'all also want to know how she died, right? Or y'all just want her to move on and think it's an accident. Our friend died from an accident. Like, why would you get mad? Like, if I got a friend that died, right? And it's a group of us, right? It's me and my homie, my other homie, and one of our boys died suspiciously, right? And I'm telling them like, yo, something ain't right, man. We need to figure it out, man. Or or they might be acting like, okay, they ain't figuring it out because that's just the type of people they is. Yo, she died, but he died from an accident. He was drunk as hell. Nigga died by accident. Like, it's a fucked up way to go, but we just gonna accept that. Stop looking into it, man, and blah blah. We just gonna accept it. Our homie died from doing. And I'm like, nah, we get drunk like that all the time. Something ain't right. For whatever reason, something ain't right. Why would my homies get mad at me though? Why my homies be like, man, fuck that, turn the enemy, like, man, we ain't fucking with him no more because he wanna figure out if our homie how he really died. Like, unless y'all had something to do with it, suspicious, why would she make any enemies amongst her friends? Super Erica said, what part makes sense? It ain't funny, but none of it, like, because one of her friends did it probably. That's crazy. Fair use.
Hounded investigators with emails and questions and challenged the credibility of those at the house the night Tamla died. She wants to know why no one tried to roll Tamla over to render CPR after discovering her.
Cause she challenging them. Why y'all ain't do shit? Why y'all ain't do CPR? I'm gonna say the same thing to my friends. What am I saying that's not being a friend? Unless y'all feel guilty about something, I'ma fucking scream on my friends too. Really, my friends, they would probably make an enemy. Why would I have to make an enemy? I'm probably gonna be mad at my friends because I'm gonna feel a certain type of way because I'm gonna feel like they had something to do with it. So if anything, I'm gonna be an enemy towards them before they be an enemy towards me. Cause I'm not gonna be fucking with my friends like that if I feel like it's something. That's exactly what she was doing, confronting them. Yo, y'all was dead, so y'all know something, motherfuckers. And I'm gonna get down to the bottom to it. Let me hear your story. Yo, my bro, let me hear your story. What happened? Where was you at? When this happened, what room was you in, my nigga? Where was you? Okay, where was you at? Something ain't adding nothing. And I'm not fucking with y'all, because y'all feel like y'all did something fishy. It wouldn't take y'all to be an enemy with me.
Side, not even the police, who called off EMS according to documents provided as part of the investigation. There were no efforts done whatsoever to save that woman's life.
We would have did everything in our power to try to save our friend. Right. Miss Erica. It wasn't adding up to her. She ain't no dummy. She using her common sense. She like, nah, this ain't adding up. Y'all story ain't adding up. We supposed to be friends. We supposed to be friends, and the shit ain't adding up. Y'all not gonna play. What she say? Y'all not gonna insult my intelligence. Friends are not friends. You're not gonna insult my intelligence. Why did our only black friend end up dead? It was an adult party. Don't get me to assuming. Because it was an all-adult party. These motherfuckers was drunk and drugged up. Who knows what other type of drugs they probably was doing, allegedly, because people, do that sniff. Not to be racist and none, but a lot of, most of my white friends, that's what, they sniff. If they did anything, they would sniff. But who knows what they was doing at the party? It was an adult party. Why he touch her legs? Hold up, yeah, because I'd have skipped that and went straight there. Do you think maybe they were covering something up from the homeowner's husband? I'm just gonna come up with my own theory since they can't come up, since that's what we doing here. Like, maybe something happened where a guy was there, ended up being there that wasn't supposed to be there, and maybe something happened to her, and now they gotta cover it up. But they covering something up. Unless y'all just felt like killing a black person. Unless y'all just said, look, one less black person on this earth. We're going to set it up. We're going to get it done. The higher-ups said if we do this, all allegedly, we'd never pay another mortgage bill. Our mortgage would be paid for the next something years. The higher-ups might have gave them a gift for getting rid of a black, I don't know, allegedly. Who knows? I'm just trying to think of a reason. If this is your friend, y'all friends, I'm just trying to come up with a conclusion. I'm just trying to come up with an answer. Like, what y'all doing? Why did the only black, was it just to kill a black person? Did something happen that y'all needed to cover up? Did she owe y'all some money or something? Like, damn. Tell me what they put in her drink, huh? Because he says she took some other shit and it wasn't benzos, whatever, but they had to throw the marijuana in there. Marijuana ain't got shit to do with shit.
Tamla died. She wants to know why no one tried to roll Tamla over to render CPR after discovering her outside. Not even the police, who called off EMS according to documents provided as part of the investigation. There were no efforts done whatsoever to save that woman's life.
I don't know.
The homeowner recalled that not even an ambulance was called. She said they just looked up and saw her coming out in a body bag. The only one that is documented in the initial investigation to have touched Tamla's body is, get this fam, the homeowner's boyfriend, who said that he touched or lifted her leg, depending on which report you want to believe. Fam, the timeline is also off. It's in question. Investigators said, however she died, it happened around 1:57 a.m. In fact, they didn't say around, they said it happened at 1:57 a.m. That's when, according to the security door alerts, the back door to the upstairs porch opened and never closed until the body was found. Witnesses said it makes sense because that's shortly after the homeowner and remaining guests went to bed. Tamla wanted one last cigarette, but the family has raised questions about several door alerts leading to the garage that night. Perhaps someone cleaned it up?
Several door alerts. So that means another door was open too. Not just that top door. That means more than one door. More than one door was open. You believe she worked with one of them? Yeah. I don't know how far their friendship go back, work relationship or what. That's crazy, man. The only black. This is very suspicious, bro. And it ain't even like they just got a you know, what word am I looking for? Like a direct answer. Like, boom, this happened. Like it was totally an accident. Like, you know what I'm saying? I see if they just had like a believable story that just was realistic and had the proof that it really was an accident. Like just the stories, like they ain't even had a story together, it seemed like.
Well, were they cleaning? Moving on, fam. According to the alerts, that door opened 17 minutes earlier at 1:40 a.m. and was also never closed. The person last to see Tamla alive said they walked to the front door. That matches with the front door chime at 1:47 a.m. She told police Tamla gave her a hug and shut the door. But the woman's husband, who came to pick her up, said his wife came to the door alone. What's with all the inconsistencies? Both the GBI medical examiner's report and the independent autopsy list the cause of death as multiple blunt force injuries. But Dr. Shaker, the forensic pathologist that examined Tamla's body after the GBI, said the dislocated rib. What's with all the inconsistencies? Said they walked to the front door. That matches with the front door chime at 1:47 a.m. She told police Tamla gave her a hug and shut the door. But the woman's husband, who came to pick her up, said his wife came to the door alone. What's with all the inconsistencies?
What?
Both the GBI met to the front door.
Hold up.
Perhaps someone cleaned it up?
I'm fucking lost.
What were they cleaning? Moving on, fam. According to the alerts, that door opened 17 minutes earlier at 1:40 a.m. and was also never closed. The person last to see Tamla alive said they walked to the front door. That matches with the front door chime at 1:47 a.m. She told police Tamla gave her a hug and shut the door. But the woman's husband, who came to pick her up, said his wife came to the door alone. What's with all the inconsistencies? Both the GBI medical examiner's report.
Somebody lying. Somebody lying. Somebody is fucking lying. Say adding up, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Fair use. I'm sorry. This is like, and I agree with Willie D. We need to talk about this more. This case should not be closed. Somebody should be. Come on, man. If the tables was turned, I'm just gonna say it. Allegedly, if this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black folk, brown skinned folk, and one white girl, and that white girl died suspiciously, and the stories didn't add up, and it was a black male homeowner that touched her. I'm just going to say, in my opinion, allegedly, I believe if I was that black homeowner that touched this dead white girl, I might fuck around and be going to court. I might fuck around and be trying to somehow, some way, get in front of a jury of 12 to beat these charges. Some type of, allegedly, in my opinion, maybe some manslaughter charges or something. Me and a couple of these black women would be in court. I don't know. She forgot to tell her husband she was... Yo.
Chime at 1:47 a.m. She told police Tamla gave her a hug and shut the door. But the woman's husband, who came to pick her up, said his wife came to the door alone.
So who the fuck did she hug? A ghost? Who she hug? See, the husband didn't know the story. The husband just told the truth. The husband like, man, she came to the door by herself. It wasn't no other fucking girl. But she's trying to cover up her tracks. She's trying to make it a timeline to say she was still alive when I was there. That's what that is. That's what she's saying. That's her alibi. That's her. When I left, she was alive. Who you hug? A ghost? Your husband didn't, sweetheart, your husband didn't know the lie. You should have told him. He didn't know. He didn't know. So the Miss Erica saying he'll still be in jail. Right. Right. They'll pull up my background as I have no type of violent background, but they would bring something up. They'd bring it in. They'd bring up my weed charges, my drug charges from 2002 and 3. They, you know what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at this. He's not a good guy, and he has marijuana in his system. One second, y'all. 1 second. Yeah, and I agree with Willie D, man, when he says we need to. He said big or small. He don't care if you got a voice. He don't care if you're a content creator and you got anybody that listen to you. Just bring this up. Either talk about it or don't talk about it, or just post it, or just, you know what I mean. Even if you don't make a video about it, like just spread it. Just spread it if you can. You know what I mean. If you got any type of voice, any type of content creator, like I agree with Willie D on that, man. Because in my opinion, on the other way around, if it was man, the homeowners, Chicky, they said the homeowner's husband touched her. It's two different things. Said he lifted her, he touched her leg, and then one joint said he lifted her leg. I don't know. What are you doing that for? Did he explain why he touched her leg, lifted her leg? Said you would still be in jail. That's it. Yup, they'll be bringing up my high school shit. Yup. Yup. And I know they'll bring up one time when I got into a fight, but they couldn't prove that we got into a fight. You know what I'm saying? Because me and my boys, we had gotten into a fight one time with some dudes from some out-of-towner dudes that was in his neighborhood messing with his sister and shit. And we had gotten into a fight with them, and one of the neighbors called the cops, but we was split up. I was already gone by then. You know what I'm saying? And I had got pulled over by the cops, and they questioned me, but they couldn't prove nothing. Like, you know what I mean, they're probably bringing that up. Yeah, he was fought some guys one time, but nobody was hurt, pressed charge or nothing. It was just the neighbors, like, old folks, just scared. Oh my God, there's some young guys out there fighting shit. I was 16. No, I was driving. I was 17. I just had my license. Matter of fact, my license was fresh. I had a brand new license because I got in trouble because my high beams was fucked up. My insurance was fucked up. I was driving my car when I shouldn't have been driving it yet. But nothing ever came from that. Like, we didn't get in trouble for fighting or anything. But I bet you they would bring that up, even though they, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he did this one time, man. He's a pothead. He got suspended from school sophomore year for smoking weed in school, on school premises. He's a bad person. He's a bad person. They found the little roach. They found the little roach on school premises. Him and one of his friends. Yeah. They suspended him for 10 days. He had a 10-day suspension. That's what they gave me, 10-day suspension. My suspension was a little longer because I got suspended at first indefinitely. We got suspended, and then they said after the drug tests come back, if they were clean, blah, 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 we come back to school. I knew mine wasn't clean. Obviously, y'all found the little roach clip. But yeah, man, this is a shame. Fair use.
What's with all the inconsistencies? Both the GBI medical examiner's report and the independent autopsy list the cause of death as multiple blunt force injuries. But Dr. Shaker, the forensic pathologist that examined Tamla,
I was already thinking that. I was thinking either blunt force or exfoliation. Because a lot of times, if you don't see like a mark on the neck or whatever, a lot of people have gotten away with committing murders that way, at least for a long amount of time before they can really figure it out. Like suffocation, exfoliation, like suffocation, choking, usually it takes a while for them to figure that out if you ain't leave no marks or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I was already thinking that. I'm thinking, because at first I was thinking blunt force, but I'm like, you know, the autopsy, whatever, blah, blah, blah. How can they beat that? How can they beat around that if the blunt force trauma is on the autopsy? That's why I was like, she must have been choked or something, allegedly. I'm thinking probably is what happened. But fair use. You already hear it. Damn. So, wow.
injuries. His wife came to the door alone.
Blunt force
What's
trauma.
with all the inconsistencies? Both the GBI medical examiner's report and the independent autopsy list the cause of death as multiple blunt force injuries. But Dr. Shaker, the forensic pathologist that examined Tamla's body after the GBI, said the dislocated wrist in the GBI's report is actually a compound fracture. In the scene photos, one can see a bone sticking out of her right wrist. The injury is significant because it raises questions as to where the injury occurred and whether it happened before or after death. And get this, fam, get this. What little blood can be found on Tamla's body was found on her sleeve, opposite of the injury. Opposite of the injury. How do you get blood on the opposite side of the injury?
Maybe she tried to stop the blood. Maybe
And they discovered the body with her hands on both sides, with her palms face down.
What?
Come on, fam. Come on, man. Y'all know what this is. This is a textbook cover.
They laid her out, in my opinion, allegedly. They positioned her body, allegedly, in my opinion. Yeah, Cynthia. We remember this story. We remember it. We remember, but it's a shame that it seems like they said it was 4 years ago. It don't seem that long. And it's a shame that nobody, that in my opinion, I don't know how many of us really paid attention to it, how many people really talked about it, how many people spoke out about it, how many people cared about it. I don't think I've actually seen this talked about the past 4 years. We talked about so many other people's deaths. We talked about so much other bullshit. We talk about all this other drama, bullshit, fake YouTube drama every single day for years. And I'm surprised. This is how much we care about people and our folk, we say, right? But who am I? I throw myself in that category too. I ain't just talking about other people. I'm putting myself included. Myself included, because I don't think I talked about it. I didn't make a video about it, I don't think. So I'm not understanding if you have all these inconsistencies with the stories and with the body, the way it's landed, inconsistencies and just the story and what happened, right? And then you got the autopsy that's saying blunt force trauma. Then you have these. Why hasn't anybody been charged with anything? Not even suspected of it or whatever. Like, are they even suspects? Like, no, because they closed the case. They closed this case. No, they gotta open this. No, Dallas, whatever it is, y'all gotta open this, dog. Nope, y'all gotta reopen this. Where are we at right here? 8 minutes. Where are we at? The 8:41, 8:41 mark.
On my mind, for some reason, just out of nowhere, I just started thinking about her case. Tamla is the black woman who attended an adult sleepover with her white friends in Cumming, Georgia.
Cumming, Georgia. My bad. Shout out to Dallas. My bad, Dallas. I don't put something on y'all that y'all don't deserve. It ain't Dallas. My bad. So much shit be happening in Dallas. Cummings, Georgia. That's a hell of a name, ain't it? Cummings. Pause. So yeah. Cummings, huh? Cummings, Georgia. Cummings, Georgia. Y'all have to reopen this case. Nah. All these inconsistencies, stories not adding up, the fucking autopsies report, and y'all say an accident, closed case. 7 white women, we're not charging these white women. No. But Kanye and Candace Owens wore a shirt, even though Kanye he said the only white woman he cared about is Kim, but the only white person he cared about is Kim, but white lives matter. But white lives matter, though. Candace Owens, do you see this story? Because you believe that you're that one black girl at the party, in my opinion, that think you white. In my opinion, Candace Owens, you are that chick, allegedly. Like, no disrespect to that, to Tamla Horsford, though. No disrespect to her. But I'm just saying, Candace Owens, allegedly by example, you're her. I see you doing that. Going, hanging out, sleeping over, all white friends because you think you don't even look at yourself as the black friend. You look at yourself as you just a white friend, but you just so happen that your skin color is different. But really, you're white, and you want them to believe that you're white, so that you fit in. This could be you, Candace. This could be you, Candace. Allegedly, in my opinion. And I ain't backing up nothing. This is totally separate from that BLM shit, too. Because I don't agree with nobody stealing money, doing none of that shit. I'm going to get on BLM just as much I'm going to get on Brett Favre. I got some videos already coming that I'm going to drop. They just regular videos. But my regular videos don't get that many views anyway. So the fucking videos, I'm not in a rush to drop them anyway. My Brett Favre video will probably get 23 views, and the Black Lives Matter video will probably get 37 total, maybe. It's all good, though. They got to reopen this case. How could blunt trauma be an accident? We need to reopen this. Cummings, Georgia. Who the DA and all that there?
This is a textbook cover-up. Tamla's father believes the cut was put there after she died. It's a claim Shaker supports, calling the injury in his report post-mortem or after death. The GBI also lists a fracture in her spine. Shaker said it isn't a fracture at all, but to him, what's most important is what the GBI medical examiner did not find. There is no evidence of any significant injuries to the skull and bones, Fernandez said. In his report, Shaker wrote that the absence of bruising to the broken bones in her skull raises the flag to cause of death.
Yes. I'm remembering this part now. Now it's starting to come back to me more that I hear this part. The more that he's describing and giving the details, I am remembering that I did look into this. I didn't make a video or nothing, but I am remembering this. This was very suspicious. Hold up, URL. What you doing? What's today? URL, you just dropped the battle on me like that? Tink the Demon versus Danny Myers? Oh, I'm about to end this live. Go watch that battle. This is more important. So inconsistent with this. Y'all hear this?
As falling from the second story of
None of the bruises are consistent with falling that height. You fall that height, you're going to have bruising on the injuries where you fell. It don't take a rocket scientist to know that.
a building. The GBI did see a summary of Shaker's report. There is no evidence of any significant injuries to the skull and bones, Fernandez said. In his report, Shaker wrote that the absence of bruising to the broken bones in her skull raises the flag to cause of death as falling from the second story of a building. The GBI did see a summary of Shaker's report, but never received a full copy. Investigators asked for the document, but Fernandez said he didn't trust their intentions to simply just hand it over. He pointed out that there's nothing stopping the GBI from issuing a subpoena to get it. According to Tamla's friend Michelle Graves, beyond what...
I mean, come on. What we doing here? I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, man. What we doing here? Y'all got to reopen this case, man. I don't care. I hope my little 1,800 subscriber count channel helps at a little bit. I hope anybody that's watching this, the few people that's been watching this, maybe share this on their shit, do a video about it. Yo, man.
Summary of Shaker's report, but never received a full copy. Investigators asked for the document, but Fernandez said he didn't trust their intentions to simply just hand it over. He pointed out that there's nothing stopping the GBI from issuing a subpoena to get it. According to
See what he's saying? Do y'all understand that? That's just, come on, man.
Tamla's friend Michelle Graves, beyond what could be studied after the fact, there were red flags all over the crime scene.
Man.
She said they showed us the mulch and the rocks in the mulch and showed us where she tripped and fell over the little garden border. She explained this during a visit to the house where Tamla died after police had cleared the scene. The homeowner said in conversations with the police that she was trying to help the family by letting them see the place where Tamla had died. The homeowner was so convinced that Tamla did not die from falling from the top floor balcony that she went on social media to say so. And check this out, fam. The lead investigator, Michael Christian, echoed those sentiments. This guy said that the position of the body does not appear that she had fallen directly from the balcony, rather ground level. Even deputies at the scene seemed confused by the position of the body. Tamla's body body does not appear. The lead investigator, Michael Christian, echoed those sentiments. This guy said that the position of the body does not appear that she had fallen directly from the balcony, rather ground level. Even deputies at the scene seemed confused by the position of the body.
Wow.
Tamla's body was found lying flat, face first, almost underneath the balcony that police later ruled she fell from. And the position seemed even more odd to the homeowner and her boyfriend because they insist both hands were by her side, palms up, when they called 911. The GBI officer.
Oh, so both homeowners, okay, so both homeowners, they just rented it out like an Airbnb. So, but the male homeowner, why did he touch her leg though? And then why did you give two different reports? Because y'all innocent. Y'all think it's suspicious. The homeowners think it was a murder. So he just touched her doing some dumb shit. He shouldn't have never touched her. Because that shit was confusing me. Like, okay, so both homeowners, this is just straight Airbnb. So even the female homeowner wasn't there either. And it sounds like the lady homeowner, she really wants somebody. She really believes it was a murder. The female homeowner ain't beat. She like, so, yo, this was a murder on my property. Y'all playing. Hey, man, kudos to her, though. Kudos to her. Her fucking house probably haunted. This girl is probably haunting her fucking property now until they solve the case. She probably got the homeowner in there having dreams, nightmares about what happened to her on her property. I think I'm playing. I'm saying some real shit though. It might sound like what I'm saying is I might be being sarcastic or throwing some comic relief on her something, but yo, that's some serious shit. That girl probably's not resting in peace until this shit gets solved, and that homeowner sleeping in that house is probably dreaming about that shit. Fair use, man. This is fucked up.
Officer asked if Tamla's arms were down by her side. Yeah, by her side, palms up, the homeowner responds. Scene photos.
So who falls from a second floor and falls and lays there so perfect? Who falls so perfect like that? With no bruising to the head or the body in the certain areas that's just, I mean, it's common. Don't take a rocket scientist.
Show her left arm is actually off to the side. It is bent and her palm is facing down with fingers curled under. Tamla's family suspects this is a new chapter in Forsyth County's history of racial tensions.
Damn, rest in peace to Tamla. That's her kids. She got 5. Like 5 boys. Damn. Shout out to and rest in peace to the mother of 5, yo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man. 5 boys. 5 handsome young men. Look at them all dressed up with the same shirts on and shit. They got the plaid shirts on and shit. The oldest one, he like, nah, I'm a little older than y'all. Y'all wear the same shirt. I'm different. I'm older. Damn, man, it's fucked up that they gotta grow up now. The rest of their lives without a mother. And these 5 boys, plus 1, 6, a husband, doesn't have justice. Might not get justice. Like, how you think these boys feel, yo? That this happened to their mom and they just open and close as a fucking accident with all the evidence shows different. when all the evidence shows different. These boys need justice. Tamla Horsford needs justice. Her family needs justice. Cumming, Georgia needs to reopen this case. Fair use.
Tamla was the only black woman at the party and the only one who wound up dead. In 1912, the county forced...
Damn, I've been struggling to keep like 5 people in my motherfucking video in my room this morning on this topic, and this shit is for real, man. This is where I should have 50, 30. This is where more people should have been here for this one, man. Bullshit. It's all good, though. Guarantee you, if I was talking about something else, I would have had more than 5, been able to keep more than 5 people in here. Shout out to Tamla Horsford, man. She needs justice. It ain't about fuck my numbers. It's about being able to get this out to enough people as people start talking about it, at least. But shit, Willie D got a big reach. Willie D has a big reach. So, fair use.
Out all of its black residents. Today, only 4% of the county's population is black, according to the U.S. Census data. Her family believes this impacted the way the deputies viewed the scene and the case. The lead investigator on the case, Michael Christian, is accused of calling Tamla the porch lady and using derogatory racial remarks. You don't say. But there's more.
Well, there's a reason why the medical examiner or autopsy dude didn't want to hand over the report to this guy, to the lead investigator. I guess this was him. There's a reason for that. Damn, what the fuck does that mean? What does porch lady mean? What the fuck does porch lady mean? Porch monkey?
Impacted the way the deputies viewed the scene and the case. The lead investigator on the case, Michael Christian, is accused of calling Tamla the porch lady and using derogatory racial remarks.
Michael Christian, Cummins, Georgia, lead investigator, using racist remarks and all that, huh? When it did, he's the lead investigator on this case in Georgia. Okay.
You don't say. But there's more. Race aside, the officers who responded had connections with some of the people inside of the house. The man who was on the 911 call was a former probation officer who at the time worked in Forsyth County's court system. And then there's more. At the time, the officers who responded had connections with some of the people inside of the house. The man who was on the 911 call was a former probation officer who at the time worked in Forsyth County's court system. And then there's more. On the body camera audio, one can hear one of the officers walking another deputy through the different people at the scene. He mentions Jose Barrera. We've got some mutual friends together. I've known Jose for a while. We're friends, the deputy is heard saying on the video. One can also hear another woman from the party express concerns about getting to her new job on time. After explaining where she works, a deputy tells her, "I'm sure you're good because your boss is my wife." One woman diagnosed with severe anxiety told police that her medication made it impossible for her to lie, and that she is so dependent on her anxiety medicine, she wore a necklace with Xanax in it. She told investigators she understood it was a controlled substance and would never share it with anyone. Yet, once the GBI subpoenaed the phones and started reading through the text messages, they found evidence that the woman had indeed shared some type of medication at least twice with her friends prior to the party, and with one friend on the day of Tamla's death.
First of all, you're talking too much. You're told too much information. They gotta find out at themselves. I'm not offering you that I got a necklace that I put my drugs in and all this and that. No, you're gonna have to. Why does that? That doesn't even pertain to the accident slash murder or the murder allegedly. The murder allegedly. It doesn't. So you just offering information. You telling on yourself. You already telling on yourself, so you already guilty. You already knew you shared it when you shared this information.
Yet, once the GBI subpoenaed the phones and started reading through the text messages, they found evidence that the woman had indeed shared some type of medication at least twice with her friends prior to the
Way
party,
more than twice.
and with one friend on the day of Tamla's death.
That's just the one that y'all know about. She shared with him way more than that. That's what I mean. That's a regular thing.
When confronted, the woman admitted it was true, but said she only shared the drugs because she knew the women. Reportedly, she did not know Tamla. Tamla had Xanax in her system when she died. No one knows why. Forsyth County and GBI closed the case. The agencies made peace with the inconsistencies and believe each question has a logical answer, or at the very least, the answers don't impact the outcome, as they've explained in the past. This woman deserves justice, fam. The lead investigator on the case, Michael Christian, lost his certification to work as a police officer.
In my opinion, do you know what they would be saying probably if the skin color was the other way around, it was brown, and our friends was giving away their drugs illegally, even if I was getting it prescribed from a doctor or whatever, and I'm giving them illegally to my friends, but I lied and said I didn't, but then I said I did only a few times, and then I didn't at the party, but then she has it, the friend has the shit in the system at the party. Y'all got to reopen this case, Cummings, Georgia. Y'all have to reopen the case. Shout out to the couple people here in the building, man. It's funny.
The high-profile nature of Tamla's death led several women to come forward accusing Michael of sharing scene photos and confidential information about this and other cases with them. The homeowner's boyfriend also lost his job at the courthouse after he was accused of inappropriately accessing the case files relating to Tamla's death and Graves' personal information.
There's a whole, in my opinion, there's a whole line of people that needs to be coming to court. This is why this case, oh my God, I just came with a premonition. I'm sorry. This case might stay closed. Unfortunately for us, unless this get into the hands of the right politicians or whatever, allegedly, unless like somebody like what's the black dude now, that the lawyer that take all the cases, the family got to come with some type of lawsuit. They're going to have to, that's why the homeowners, I see why the homeowners need to get this shit done, because they could come with a civil suit. Wrongful death civil suit. I don't know if that happened yet, but if they get like a Ben Crump or somebody to get them a fucking civil suit, wrongful death, because in my opinion, I'm seeing now that there's a whole chain reaction to this. And you see what he said. Even if I rewind it, but I'm not going to rewind. There's only 2 people in here, 3 people in here, but if you go back, he speaks already about the long line of people that's involved. Somebody had a job. It's all the way down to the 911 answer, the 911 worker. Think about that, y'all. All the way down to the 911 worker. They all know each other somehow. From the police to the courthouse to the EMTs to the 911 caller, it's a whole line of people. So many people are at fault here. and it's too much of a power and name struggle. I'm sorry, but I think unfortunately you're going to have to take so many people to court that it might not happen. Reggie Red, salute. In my opinion, unless it gets out there somehow bigger than it would, like as big as it should, and they have no choice, and they fire, they allegedly or something, in my opinion, like fire the prosecutor, bring in a new prosecutor or DA that's willing to reopen the case. Because there's a whole line of important people, that had important jobs that's in the system. So many people are going to go to jail if they do the right thing. For her to get justice, so many people did wrong. Wow. But she deserves it. They deserve the fucking justice, B.
An internal investigation ruled the first claim unfounded. However, he was still fired from his duties at the courthouse. His boss said that she fired him because she had lost confidence in his ability to perform his job.
Wow. See what I'm saying? So many people involved was of an important job. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, so many people need to go to jail for this.
Fam, come on now. Y'all know what this is.
Yeah.
Y'all know what it is.
Yeah.
This is murder.
Yep.
And they need to go find out who committed the murder. And the thing is this. As more time goes by, I do believe that somebody is going to have a conscience. And as hard as that is to believe, somebody is either going to have a conscience or a slip up. And somebody is going to tell, because they know, somebody in that house, they know who killed that woman. They know. The whole idea that these guys showed up to a house.
I believe that it's too many women. Somebody's going to have a conscience. Somebody's going to have a heart. Somebody's going to have a soul. One of them has to have a soul. And it's already probably eating at them already. That's what's going to have to happen.
And they knew those people. And they were all connected. Most of them were connected some type of way. That gives you, that is a motive for a cover up right there.
Yep.
If you show up to a house where there's a homicide and your people inside the house.
And you could be implemented and somebody's of importance because you got this job and he can't lose that job and he's connected. That's just what I was just saying. That's what I was saying. So many people are going to, it's a chain of people that did wrong, that had important jobs that unfortunately we might not. Her family might not ever get justice.
Hey man, if you're an unscrupulous, character, you may want to try to conceal something like that. You may want.
That's a fact, man. Shout out to Willie D, man. And shout out to everybody that was here in the building, man. I don't even know how many hours I've been here. I still got 0% on my tip goal. I'll try again for my tip goal tomorrow. Try to get towards my tip goal. Shout out to the few people who was here, man. We talked about something real today. I hope this message can get out. Georgia needs to reopen this immediately. Immediately, Georgia. Tamla and her family needs justice. So I hope, what I'm saying, some more people talk about this and we can get this something to be talked about and hopefully get that case reopened because there's a lot of people that need to go to jail. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Cynthia. Ben Crump started some type of civil suit, some type of wrongful death civil suit for the family. Get something back open, something back with the eyes back on it to put attention on it, in my opinion. But yeah, man, shout out to y'all, man. Rest in peace to Tamla. Horsford. I believe that's how you say her name. Shout out to everybody that came through today and hit that like button, man. I appreciate the few people that stuck around for the content. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all.